Okay, welcome everyone to the next class of inheritance chapter number 5. Okay, so here actually in the last class you have already studied about, or I have already discussed about the Mendelism. What is Mendelism, what is genetics, variation, heredity, isn't it? So earlier also we have actually discussed about it, so hope everything is clear to you till now. Then Mendel's experiment, actually basically now today we will start the Mendel's experiment. So what did he do in his experiment? He performed his experiment in garden pea plant. Okay, he chose pea as his experimental substance, and he performed his experiment in there, and there he took 7 contrasting characters, and the pea plant was very easy to work out. So he was successful in his work, and whatever actually he thought should be present was actually present in there. Okay, so he was very much lucky to get all these counts. Okay, so these things we have actually discussed in our last class. So now let's begin with the monohybrid cross. Okay, so what is monohybrid cross? Mono means one, isn't it? We know. So monohybrid cross means here one character is taken into consideration. Okay, so let us suppose first take the character that is height of plant. Okay, now already Mendel has told that in here we are taking 2 contrasting characters. That means for this height of plant there are 2 contrasting characters. One is tall and one is dwarf. Okay, now for the tall plant we are taking capital T, and for the dwarf plant we are taking small t. Okay, now see, tall and dwarf, these are the phenotypes, that means the external appearance of the plant, and capital D, small t, this is the genotype, that means the genetic constitution that is taken. Okay, now here these plants are crossed. Now when we are taking the plant first character, that means this is the parental generation, we consider it as P1. Okay, so in this parental generation we are first crossing a tall and a dwarf plant. So when we cross here, first of all we will get the gametes. So from this 2 capital T, 1 capital T will come. From this small t, 1 small t will come. Got it? So these are the gametes. So when we are writing the gametes, actually we will just circle them so that it doesn't create any confusion between the gamete and the offspring. Got it? Then after this, when it is crossing together, it will form the hybrid. So the first hybrid form, we call it as the F1 generation. First filial generation. So for first filial generation, these 2 organisms will combine together. That means these gametes will fuse and they will form an offspring, capital T, small t. So the genotype of the offspring is capital T, small t. And what will be its phenotype? Phenotype will be tall. Okay? Why tall? Because tall is the dominant parent and dwarf is the recessive parent. So in the last part also we have discussed what is dominant and recessive. Dominant means the one which is expressed, and recessive the one which is suppressed. Okay, so the character which is expressed, the dominant one, that will express itself in the first filial generation, F1 generation, and this, the recessive parent, it will remain suppressed. Okay, so here the first generation is obtained. Now after we get the first generation, we will now undergo selfing, that is self pollination is done. That means we will cross it with a similar plant, okay, or within the same plant. So when selfing is done, so what happened? We will get again the gametes. So what will be the gametes? From this parent, capital T, small t. Again from this parent, capital T, small t. Got it? So we are getting here 4 types of gametes. So this is actually the initial step of the Mendel's monohybrid cross. Now, when we are getting the gametes, now we have to find out the second generation. So how to find out the second generation? These are the gametes present. So for this actually, a board is prepared, that is known as the checker board or the Punnett square. actually 2 to 4 gametes are there. So we will prepare a box consisting of a board with 4 boxes. Now here, this capital T we will put it here, this small t here, capital T here, small t here. Okay, these are the gametes that are being arranged in different positions of the board. Now, we will now fuse them together. That means crossing is occurring, isn't it? So when cross is taking place, so we will have to join them together. Capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, capital T, small t and small t, small t. Okay. So now we have got 4 offsprings from this cross in the F2 generation. Now this is actually the genotype. So what is the phenotype? When capital T is present, so that means the phenotype will be tall. Okay. Capital T, small t, capital T is the dominant parent, so this will be again tall. Capital T, small t, tall, and this will be a dwarf plant. Okay. So what we will get in the F2 generation? Capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, capital T, small t, small t, small t. So these 3 plants are tall and this is a dwarf plant. So we get 3 tall plant, 1 dwarf plant. That is Mendel's monohybrid phenotypic ratio. What will be the phenotypic ratio? It will be 3:1. 3 tall plants, 1 dwarf plant. Now, if we see it genotypically, so what is the genotype? Now see, genotypically, how many pure tall plant? 1 pure tall plant. Pure tall plant 1, 2 hybrid tall plant and 1 pure dwarf plant. So genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. Got it? So Mendel's monohybrid phenotypic ratio we have got 3:1 and genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. Okay? So this is the main of first experiment that was performed by Mendel. Okay, on the pea plant, considering the height of the plant. So you have to practice this cross. Already you have studied in your school level also. You practice this cross and this is very important. Okay. And when you will be preparing for your entrance level questions, then these crosses are to be there. There will be questions regarding the crosses. Okay. How to find out the genotype, phenotype, gametes within a fraction of seconds. Okay. Now, after this, we come to the next part, that is when we are studying about one gene interaction, then we come to back cross. So back matlab going back side, isn't it? So now what is back cross? Suppose we are taking the parent capital T, small t, small t. We are crossing them. This is the P1 generation. In F1 generation, we will get capital T, small t. Okay, till now, till this one, it is clear to you, I think so. So, when we are getting the F1 hybrid, that F1 hybrid is crossed with either parent. Okay, when we are using the word either parent, that means the parent may be either dominant or recessive. Suppose this is crossed with the dominant parent. So, what we will get? Gametes capital T, small t, okay, capital T, capital T. We can write 1 also, 2 also, no problem. Then for F2 generation, we will prepare the checkerboard, okay, capital T, small t, capital T, small t. So capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, capital T, capital T, capital T, small t. So F2 generation, what we will get? Capital T, capital T, capital T, small t in the ratio 1:1. That means 2 plants are capital T, 2 plants are capital T, small t. So we are getting it in the ratio 1:1. So this is actually, we are getting 2 genotype. But phenotype is same, isn't it? Both are tall plants. So this is 1 back cross. Again, we are using, already told that it is with either parent. So this cross may be done with the recessive parent also, okay? F1 hybrid with recessive parent. So what we will get the gametes? Capital T, small t, small t, small t. Again prepare the Punnett square. Capital T, small t, small t, small t. Capital T, small t, small t, small t. Capital T, small t, small t, small t. So F2 generation, what we will get? Capital T, small t, small t, small t. This is a tall plant, this is a dwarf plant. Now see, here the phenotypic and genotypic ratio is 1:1. That means phenotypically also we are getting one tall and one dwarf plant, and genotypically also we are getting one hybrid and one pure dwarf plant. Got it? So this is the test cross. This is back cross with the recessive parent. Got it? Now see, when we are actually telling the cross F1 with recessive parent, this recessive parent if we are considering, then this particular cross is also known as test cross. Very simply we can see, so see F1 cross with either parent, this is called back cross, and F1 cross with recessive parent, this we call it as test cross. Okay, if we study the back cross properly, then simultaneously we are also knowing what is the test cross. So back cross and test cross, these are important, and basically the test cross, with the help of this test cross actually we can further actually study various types of crosses. We can prove them, their what is actually present, their genotypes, phenotypes, we can prove them very properly. And with the help of back cross, this can be done for improving the crop varieties in plant breeding processes. Actually this particular cross system. Okay, so these are the basic things regarding your one gene interaction. So go through Mendel's monohybrid cross. Okay, that is important. You have to study it, you have to practice it properly. How we can find it easily, okay, how we are finding F1, F2 generation. While doing the cross, remember you have to mention the phenotypes, okay. You know everything, I know everything, it doesn't matter, but you will have to, while you are writing the answer, you have to mention what is the phenotype. When we are using the parents, P1 generation, what is the phenotype? Tall, dwarf. F1 generation, capital T, small t. So what is the phenotype? Tall. So you have to mention it tall. Okay. In F2 generation also the phenotypes are to be mentioned. So don't skip anything. Write properly each and every step, including the gametes. Okay. This part is very important, and for even entrance level also maximum questions you will get from this chapter. Many numericals are there to solve. So each and every step study properly. Got it? So study them properly, back cross also, test cross also, how we are doing the crosses, go through the videos properly and clarify everything. And if you still have any problem, then please tell me.